Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello, good morning everyone. It is a great pleasure for me to present about our today's topic. But before that, I wanna introduce myself. My name is Novida Sawitri. I'm one of the students from Postgraduate Universitas Indraprasta PGRI. Today I will tell you about our interesting topic. And today's my presentation will be entitled The Importance of Making EFL Lesson Fun and Engaging for Young Learners. Then this presentation is created to fulfill the assignment of the academic speaking course lecture by Professor Dr. Mas Hadi Said MPD. And I will tell you about the outline. Here's the outline. The first one is introduction. The second one is understanding young learners. Then strategies for fun and engaging lesson. Designing a lesson plan with engagement in mind. Classroom management tips. And then the last will be conclusion. Okay. So before I continue my presentation, I will give you a question related to this picture. Can you see how the kid looks like? Does she look happy? Does she look so thrilled? Yes, she is. And in your classroom, you as a teacher should make them feel like this picture. Okay, we will talk about the importance of making EFL lesson fun and engaging for young learners. There are so many reasons why it is important. And then the first one is motivation and interest. Students, especially young learners, usually curious and energetic. They like to move from one place to another place. So you have to choose the suitable technique or material that is match or suitable with the characteristic of the students. The second reason is better retention. You know that young learners are more likely to remember vocabulary and concept when they are in a meaningful and enjoyable situation. And then the third reason why you have to do or why you have to make fun and engaging class, it is because you have to reduce the anxiety for the young learners. Can you imagine how did you feel when you still in elementary school? Can you imagine this? And the first time you met your teachers, you met your friends, your classmate, how did you feel? Happy? Yes, of course, because you got something new. Nervous? Maybe, or maybe you will feel scared, right? Okay, and then the fourth reason is about encouraging creativity. Engaging lesson that involve should be drawing, singing, or creative problem solving allow children to express themselves while practicing their English skills. And then the fifth reason is about improve communication skills. Interactive games and also group activities promote collaboration and communication with their classmates. Have you ever did this in your class? Okay, I know you sometimes you practice it with your student, right? Okay, the sixth reason is catering to short attention spans. You know that usually young learners have limited attention span. So that's why you have to be a smart teacher Then you have to catch their attention. And then the seventh reason is about building lifelong learning habits. Of course. And then now we'll talk about why engagement matters in EFL for young learners. Of course, it is so important because one, we have to enhance the language acquisition. Engaged learners are more likely to absorb and retain new vocabulary, grammar, and pronunciation. Then, active pronunciation, active participation allow children to internalize the language naturally. Remember this. Okay. And then why it is important? Yes, because of course we have to build positive attitudes toward language learning. They have to look so enthusiasm. They have to look so engaged with our lesson. And then we have to support cognitive development. You know, in their age, their cognitive skills such as memory or problem solving and critical thinking are rapidly developing. Do you believe it? Or do you agree with it? Okay, well, imagine when you still, or yeah, you can see in the children around you. They like to ask about anything they want to know, right? Yes, that's the reason, or I think it will be suitable with this statement. And then why engagement matters in EFL for young learners? Yes, because we have to encourage communication and social interaction. Also, we have to address diverse learning style. Then we have to improve focus and reduce behavioral issues, promote confidence and reduce again anxiety. Don't never make your students feel so scared or feel so nervous. Don't do that. Okay? Well, look at this kid. Does he look so curious? Yes. Why we have to think about this? Yes, because we have to understanding our young learners or our student. Why we have to understanding young learners? Of course, because we have to know that students usually have different characteristics. Your student may be visual learners who are feel interest only or some visual things like in the photos or colorful things or many things. So you have to use this technique. You can use colorful flashcard, storybook with illustration, Aurelia or real object. And then maybe we have to think about the characteristic of our students because their characteristic maybe they are auditorily learners. They like to listen, they like to learn with their ears. Then maybe your learners are kinesthetic learners. They like to do activities that move their body. So I know that they will love sport. Okay, well, we now will talk about cognitive and language development. You know that cognitive development refers to how children think, how children explore, and then how children understand the world around them, and includes such as memory, problem solving, attention, and reasoning, which evolve as children grow. Okay, and then you know that these states usually relate to the theory that is stated by Gian Piaget and Lev Vygotsky, but we have to think the first definition about young learners, in which age they are. Usually, we call young learners if they are 2 years old until 11 years old. They are not a babies or they are they are not an adult. So young learners should has age around 2 until 11 year olds. And then we divide into two stages as Gian Piaget and Levi-Gyotze state. The first one is pre-operational stage around 2 until 7 years old. Usually in this stage children think symbolically but lack logical reasoning. They learn best through play, imitation, and then visual aids like this. Do like this. Okay, my beloved student, do like this. Yeah, that is it's in the pre-operational stage. Okay, well, concrete operational stage it is around 7 to 11 years old. You know, in their logical thinking begins to develop, but it is tied to concrete concept. They benefit from structured tasks, problem solving, and real life example. Language development. Okay, language development usually in 2 until 4 years, rapid vocabulary growth, and then the formation of simple sentence like this. When you have a kid or friend, or when you look at your neighbors, I mean your kiddos, in the year of 2 until 4 years old, they love to imitate what you say. So make sure that you give a good example for your kiddos. And then 5 to 7 years improve sentence structure and also conversational skills. In this age, 5 to 7 years, you can communicate it better than the previous stage. And then 8 to 11 years, you will see the greater ability to express abstract ideas and also complex sentences. Well, there are strategies for fun and engaging EFL lesson. The first one, you can choose interactive activities like you can use games or you can use quiz or you can use media or maybe you can do different style in your teaching. And then the second one is incorporating technology. Remember, technology make our life easier. So you can use this also to teach your young learner. And then you can use hands-on learning. Hands-on learning it is like you can make what is it? Do it yourself craft or maybe you can also storytelling with this puppet. Hello, good morning everyone. Today I'm Jacob will tell you about. Yes, you can use this puppet like this. Okay, and then you can use movement based activities. Yes, maybe you can ask your student to study outside from the class, and then you can ask them, hey, kid, would you please to find a leaf that this the color is green, or hello, can you please pick a fruit for me, something like this, or can you please message that I put it on the tree. Yes, and then you can ask your student to run or something like that. And then also creative art integration. Creative art integration it is like multiple activities. You can use game and also maybe you can also ask your student to draw or coloring. Then don't forget to put some word how to pronounce the picture, like when you ask your student to draw rainbow and then you have to write rainbow like that. Well, designing a lesson plan with engagement in mind. As you know that lesson plan is a preparation or administration. I will better to say that it is administration because I'm a teacher, and then I always use a lesson plan before I teach my student in my class. So the first one is you have to know the steps to create an engaging lesson. Well, I'm a teacher, and then when I make a lesson plan, I just want to make sure that I use different material or different media or maybe different sources to teach my student in every meeting or in every topic. For example, it's like this. And the first meeting, I teach my students about narrative text. Then the first media that I use is video from YouTube. The second meeting, I will use different way. In the first meeting, I ask them to watch, I ask them to listen, I ask them to get the main idea, the main lesson or the story about that I play in the video. And then the next meeting, I use different style. I ask my student to listen and then to give more attention to the story that I play. Sometimes in narrative text, I can use storytelling with puppet like this. Once upon a time, there is a cute elephant live alone in the jungle. Oh, why? I'm alone. I need somebody to talk to. Yes, that's the example. Okay, well, now as a teacher, you have to manage your class. Make sure that whatever whatever funny, whatever interesting the topic that you want to share to your student, but you can manage your class well, it will be nothing. Just trust me, it will be nothing. So you have to maintaining engagement. You have to handling disruption. You have to make sure that all the students in the class looking at you and then give more attention to what you have said. Okay? Well, before I end my presentation, I will tell you about one of the quote that is stated by Dorothy Dix. She said that the duties of a teacher are neither few or small, but they elevate the mind and give energy to the character. Make sure if you become a teacher, give more support, give more energy, give more love to your student. Okay? I think you can do it. Well, here I will tell you about the summary of our presentation. Engaging young learners in EFL lesson is essential for fostering interest, motivation, and long-term retention. Of course, young learners are naturally curious and energetic but have short attention spans, requiring lessons that are interactive and enjoyable. Fun activities not only reduce anxiety but also build confidence and create positive association with learning English. Okay, well, I think that's all my presentation today. Thank you so much for your attention. I hope that the topic that I told to you today is beneficial for us. And then the last I say, wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.